Okay, good morning. This is a flex type. This shallow and long box is the display rack that comes with the POP in a separate attached box on top of the box. The second box has the flexible tubs. You will have 48 pieces. You will need 3 tools, basically a crescent wrench, a plier, and a box cutter. Okay, we are going to assemble the display box. First thing to do is to remove the POP content on the sleeve. Okay, be careful not to throw that away because there is a POP inside. Remove that carefully, put it on the side. You will use that later. Next thing, we proceed to open the box. Okay, when you open the box, you will find the following pieces: the base, and then the 2 back structure, 3 shelves, wire shelf. There is a long, medium, and short one, and then the base rack, and 2 flat structure with the bolts and nut. Now let's see how to assemble this. Okay, let's assemble the rack. First you lay the base flat, and then you put the long piece in its hole. It's gonna have, let's make sure that the hole that goes for the wire racks are positioned to the front. You're gonna have 4 holes. George, indicate the holes, please. Here. Yeah, see the holes? Those holes has to be facing the front. Okay. Now let's put the second rack on top. The second rack on top, you're gonna have same thing, holes facing the front. Okay, once we have that, we put the lock pins in place. Yep. You're gonna put 4 lock pins. All right, once we have the main frame assembled, it's time to put the trusses to reinforce the frame. Basically, we'll use a flat bar and attach with the provided screws and bolt on the upper hole, like that. You want to use the washer on the side of the bolt head because it's a lock nut on the other side. And then we put the second bolt against the bottom. And we do the same thing on the other side. And once we have it, we start adjusting it with the crescent wrench and a plier. Okay, now once we have the frame assembled, it's time to install the shelf. Let's start with the bottom one, which is shorter in the back and taller on the front. So we insert the 2 legs in the back first. And then the 2 holes in the front. We push it down. After that, we install the rack. First, let's pick up the longest rack. There is a step shape on the upper side, and the step shape gonna go on the upper hole. where it's going to hook against the frame, and then the bottom one just sits into the hole. Next one will be the medium size rack. Same thing. There will be 2 holes. We do the same thing. And finally, the shortest one goes on top. Very easy. So basically we'll have a pyramidal shape, the longest at the bottom and getting smaller towards the top. Now let's see how to install the banner. Now the final piece is to show how to install the banner. There is a banner holder, which is basically a rack that has 2 slots. We're gonna insert the banner in between the slots. It gotta fit a little tight so it doesn't slide off. Let's center it, and we are ready to install it on the frame. This is the back side of the frame. It's probably a little tricky. We need to insert the wire from the first wire, and then make sure that the Z part at the bottom hooks towards the second rail, and then yank it back. All right, now push it forward, George. In case this part is loose, you can just pull down the wire a little bit. It will give more tension, and then lock it up. You will hear like a little tightening sound there, metal crunching sound, and you are ready. Now let's turn around. Now we are ready to install, to place the products in. Okay, now we're gonna open the box with the flex tabs. You will have all the 4 sizes pre-assorted in the following fashion. Please remove all the contents first. Okay. Now what we do is remove the plastic bag, and we're gonna start displaying the product. First, the biggest one, the 16-gallon one, they are going to have 8 pieces at the bottom. Then the next thing will be to display the 12 gallons, remove the bags, and we'll put it in the second rack. There, we're going to remove the 2 bundles of the 7 gallons. The 7 gallon you'll have 16 pieces, so we'll display one more. You can display the 2 sets. And finally, we unwrap the 4-gallon one and do the same. We're going to have 16 pieces of the 4-gallon. That goes on the top rack. Okay, and here we go. Very simple. You can display it now in a good location at your store where you have good foot traffic, and it will become your perfect impulse item. Thank you for watching. Call us back if you have any questions.